The main thing of how I managed to change my body, no muscle, really skinny and underweight, to now being strong and healthy. Legs were gaining muscle and gosh, like I don't look like a noob now. And then at the end of the day, when I was looking back at photos, Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be showing you guys my transformation throughout the past, I think it's been 3 years now. And also not just how my body's changed, but also like my mindset and perspective on health and fitness. At the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you guys the main things that I learned and what I wish I knew before I started eating healthy and working out. So I hope you guys find this video helpful, and let's just get straight into it. So we're going to start off with year 7. That's when it all kind of started. In year 7, I just did not have a care in the world about how I looked or anything. I was really unfit. I did no sort of exercise whatsoever. In year 6, I broke my coccyx bone, so I couldn't do any sort of sport. So then it just kind of got the better of me, and I just sat down and ate all day. I never really ate healthy foods ever. I called myself a meatitarian because I didn't have any vegetables ever. I was pretty happy with life, to be honest. I was not fat then at all. I just didn't have any muscle. I was quite skinny fat, if you will. And then it came to my 13th birthday, and all of the girls, I remember, like, they all just looked so skinny and toned. And then at the end of the day, when I was looking back at photos, I just looked at myself and I just did not feel happy at all. I just thought I looked like a blobfish. You know, looking back at it, I don't even look that bad back then, but at the time I just did not feel good about them photos. I was like, that's it, when I start high school, I'm gonna start eating healthy and I want to try and get skinny and toned. When you go to high school, like, things started changing from posting funny things, just random weird photos. All of that stopped, and it started getting into posting bikini photos, photos of your stomach, and I was just like, what the hell? Should I be doing this stuff? Should I just like keep posting weird things? I came across a few fitness and health influencers. I'm not gonna name names. There was one really bad one that I just got obsessed with. It's not Sarah's Day, by the way. I was just always comparing my body to hers, and she was like a 25 or 7-year-old woman. I don't know where I was going with that, because I just was not gonna look like her any day soon. So this was all about the start of year 8. I didn't really know how to eat healthy. I thought eating healthy was eating less, so I'd take to school an apple and a muesli bar, and I got hungry, then I just go get a hot dog. So it just was not working. I also started working out a bit. I'd walk home from school every day, which was about a 30-minute walk. I didn't do any sort of weightlifting or anything. It was just all cardio. I was losing weight because I, one, was not eating enough because I had no idea how to eat healthy. I was just always on Instagram scrolling, comparing myself. Also, I was eating very restrictive, and sometimes I found myself going on a binge at the end of the night because I've been so restrictive in the day. It was just a really vicious cycle. But at this point, I was also my most miserable because I was so focused on my health and what I was eating. Like, it was all I was thinking about. I started to lose a lot of friends, and I just kind of lost my personality. I touched on this a bit in my disordered eating video, so I'll link it in the description as well. So when I started making these changes, I also lost my period because I was losing a lot of weight, and I was below what the healthy weight should be for a teenager my age, and it was a sign that my body just wasn't working well on the inside. I noticed, like, in winter, it was the coldest winter I've ever had. I was freezing all the time, and I just could not wait for summer, and all I was thinking about throughout the year was summer and getting the bikini photos, which is such a sad thing. Why would I spend a whole year just thinking about one photo? At the end of that year, I didn't even get a photo that I was happy with, so it's all just a waste of time. So then year 9 came around, and that was one of the best years of my life. I really just found a nice group of friends, and I managed to like have fun and laugh a lot, stop being so focused on what I was eating. I found Sarah's Day, and she really just changed my whole perspective on health. I started doing functional training and like using weights, and then I also brought one of her fitness ebooks, which is just like workout programs that you could do at home, and that really built up my fitness. I definitely became a lot stronger, and that was a really great way to kickstart my fitness journey. And so throughout that time, I was slowly eating more with the help of a nutritionist. My main focus was to get my period back and become healthy on the inside. I started noticing my stomach toning down, my legs were gaining muscle, and so was my butt as well. It made me feel pretty confident, and it just felt like all of my hard work over these years are paying off. Around the middle of 2019, I made that transition from going into wanting to look skinny to wanting to focus on performance. So it was a time when Ninja Warrior was on, and I was like, oh my god, I really want to be able to do the monkey bar thing, run up that warped wall and like do some fancy tricks and stuff and do a chin up. That was a really big goal as well. That's when I started to shake up my workout routine. I did a lot of functional workouts and I did a lot of weight workouts too. I didn't do much cardio. I absolutely loved it. And so I tried all these new gyms and it was a lot of fun, but I kind of had to put that on hold because I had to be 16 to like join them and stuff. And then while I was doing this and I changed my mindset, I noticed my personality coming back. At this time as well, I was eating really well. I had a lot of balance. I could eat out and not even think about it. It was just what it is. I also made the time to make some good recipes at home. I was meal prepping every now and then. But a key thing for me to getting to that place and that mindset was with the help of a nutritionist, talking to people, having some sort of fitness inspiration. From about August to December, I noticed heaps and heaps of changes in my body. I got my period back finally. I also noticed myself getting a lot stronger as well. So I was like, wow, like I can actually lift quite a lot of weight now, and I wasn't just using the bar. It was a huge thing for me. I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't look like a noob now, and that definitely did show in my body. And then so moving into now, I'm definitely the most strongest I have ever been. I've definitely made a lot of progress, especially with my mental health as well. I've kind of jumped from one end of the spectrum to the other, and now I'm in the middle. I'm the strongest and happiest and healthiest I've ever been. My body is working properly on the inside. I also have other things on my mind as well, like YouTube and work, figuring out my future and travel and everything. So I just feel like I'm in a really good place now. Now for the things that I learned along the way and the things that I wish I knew before I started. One thing that I definitely learned, being skinny isn't going to make you happy, because that's what I thought was going to happen. As soon as I'm skinny and toned, I'm going to be happy and everything's going to be perfect. That is so not true. You're going to be happy when you learn to accept yourself. Becoming the skinniest you can be is not necessarily the best version of yourself that you can be. From that starting position, I thought I was just going to go straight to that perfect body that I wanted, that I thought was going to make me happy, but it actually went downhill first. I've gotten injured, I've gotten sick, I've lost motivation, I've stopped seeing progress sometimes. The Ninja Warrior thing was a huge boost of inspiration and motivation. I didn't realize when I started that I'm going to have all these ups and downs. I thought it was just going to be a perfect straight line straight to my goals. So when you're starting, just remember that it's not gonna go perfect all the time. You just gotta push through and focus on that end goal. And then next, being skinny and toned is not going to solve all of your problems. I thought that when I became toned that I would get a boyfriend and I'd have lots of friends and I'd just feel amazing. It was the complete opposite, and I just felt like I never was reaching that perfect body because I couldn't accept myself, and I didn't realize how far I've come and how much I've changed. You will feel your happiest when you learn to accept yourself and really appreciate you for who you are. To actually see good results, you need to be fueling your body well. You're not going to gain any strength if you're really depriving yourself and you're not getting enough nutrients into your body each day. And if you're working at like a really hardcore and you're not eating enough, then your body is actually going to be using your muscles as energy, so that's going to make you look really thin. That health and fitness should not consume your life. Like there is so much more to life than how you look and what you eat. Letting it take over and being all you're thinking about will just like really mess with your head. So try and find some sort of distraction from it all. And then the next thing is to really focus on making sure all of your insides are working properly. Then once that's all sorted, it's going to reflect on the outside. Again, if you're like depriving yourself, if you're a girl, like you might lose your period like I did. And also remember not to compare your journey to anyone else, because we all have different genetics. Our hormones play a massive part in how we gain muscle and store fat. Some people store it on their stomach, some people store it on their butts and legs. And just because someone else sees results quicker than you doesn't mean that you're necessarily doing anything wrong. Just focus on yourself. And so the main thing of how I managed to change my body from being skinny fat to then really skinny and underweight to now being strong and healthy. One, make sure I'm eating enough and fueling my body properly, because that's what's going to fuel your muscles. It's going to give you energy throughout the day. That's what's going to make you see them results. Second one is working out. So instead of just doing cardio all the time, it's really good to have varied ways of working out. So it could be functional workout, strength classes, HIIT, even like a group sport. Yeah, it'll definitely show on the outside if you're getting all this strength and new skills. And plus it's a lot more maintainable and fun if you have options as well. The third one is to definitely prioritize your sleep. Days that I don't get at least 8 hours of sleep, I find myself so tired. If I go to the gym, like, I'm just not performing at my best. Also, sleeping gives your body time to recover. And the next thing that helped me saw really effective results was to have a good morning routine. I uploaded my morning routine, I think, a few days ago. I'll link it below. It's really important to set yourself up well in the morning so then you have that motivation to be healthy throughout the rest of the day. If you just wake up, go on your phone, or just like sit in bed for 3 hours, you're not really going to feel motivated to like go to the gym after or go for a walk. You're just in that blob mindset. So getting up early, drinking a liter of water. If you like going to the gym in the morning, then you could do that. If you're more of a night person, you could do it at night, but you can still have a really effective morning routine that's also productive. So that's about it for this video. It was a very brief rundown on pretty much everything in my fitness journey, but if you guys would like to see some more detailed snippets, then I talked about the disordered eating to then now the healthy point. I'll link that below. I'd love to make a video soon in detail about how I got my period back, and if there's any other things that you guys want me to touch on, then leave a comment below, because I hope these videos can really help you guys along your journey. I'm doing these to show you like the most maintainable way to achieving your health goal, because I don't want you guys to go down that road where I went from that skinny fat body type to then really underweight and just messing up my body. I want to try and help as many people as I can avoid that and just focusing on becoming the best, strongest, fittest version of themselves and not letting health and fitness consume your life. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in my next video.